Welcome fans to 2K Sports Thursday afternoon coverage of the... And looking at how these two teams play, it should be a physical one tonight, Grant, particularly on the glass.
Yeah, bring your hard hat. This is going to be a physical game indeed. Both sides are used to generating extra possessions with their rebounding, so I'm curious to see which club wins that battle.
Here are the five for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton the bigs. And it's Bridges in at small forward. Now here's Paul. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Well, he's such a good scorer when he gets inside that painted area. One of the game's best mid-range players that we've ever seen. Chris Paul getting it done.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Pass to Moran. Brooks from outside.
Not letting the offense get the better of him. Bridges locked in.
And it's Brooks missing. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
And there's a 3-second violation. We played just over a minute here in the first. Paul against Moran. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Bain, the pass to Brooks. Back to Bain. Paul against Moran. And then Moran with the jam.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Here's Paul. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Steven Adams.
And Chris Paul, when he gets into those tight spots, he becomes pretty smart in there.
Paul hits them both.
Now, you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Jackson the screen. Moran with the slam!
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Good chance here for Booker. And again, it's the Suns missing.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
On the wing, Bain. Brooks outside. 6 to shoot. And Ayton pulls it down. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one.
Well, DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run for the Suns. Shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Now here's Moran. 7 points in the game. There's the drive. And then Moran with the jam.
So explosive coming off the screen. Morant is sudden and deadly.
And the former 1-1, the first overall draft pick. Ayton, he's just a different matchup.
That size, VA, and that great touch around the rim. He runs the floor. He's a big presence down there. You just don't see a ton of centers like him around this league like you once did in the 80s and early 90s. Ayton's game presents a pretty hefty matchup issue.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough VA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Now here's Paul. He's got 6. Booker no good. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Bain, the pass to Jackson to the left side wing. Outside Bain. Back to Moran. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
And Morant drops them both. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Stolen by Bane. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Morant against Paul. Puts up a three. He can't hit that time. And Phoenix the other way now. Inside. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Well, he can be intimidating. Steven Adams, such a big frame down there, and great timing on that block.
And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
26 seconds left in the first quarter. For three, Booker. Pure from three-point range.
And this is the type of play where Devin Booker is going to gain a lot of confidence and might start getting aggressive.
And here's Morant. 13 points in the game. And he can't jam it through.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the...
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies Youth Dance Team.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
Well, in the early goings, the mid-range shot has also been working well for them. They've been racking up some points off of those jumpers, and those are probably being invited.
On the court right now for the Suns, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. Now here's Morant. Takes it inside, and then Morant with the dunk.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Now here's Booker. Pass to Paul. To the paint. Outside Booker. Lets it go from deep. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
Just not thinking about it twice. Devin Booker with the ball. He's going to let it rip.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star. And then last year, he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
Bane finds Brooks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot. There's Jackson with the 3. The Suns trailing. Bridges outside. Outside Paul. Outside Booker. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Booker's got 8 points. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Now here's Booker. Give him 8. And the Suns get another 3.
And Jay Crowder moving it to the open man.
Outside Morant. To the middle. Outside Bane. Pass to Morant. Looking to end the run. Oh, that was incredible! Oh, my goodness!
Yeah.
And we are witnessing some classic high-flying action.
Is that a crowd pleaser or what? No matter what building you're in.
And that's what the fans, they want to see it.
Now here's Paul. Bridges down low. Brooks defending. And the basket by Bridges. And the Suns lead by 2. Up top Morant. He's guarded by Paul. Adams. Ooh, and Adams strong finish.
Yeah, you might ask for help down there. You got to push Steven Adams out of the paint, and you can't give him good looks like that.
Paul passes to Booker. From deep. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
On the wing, Bane launches a three. Gets the three ball to go. And now a three-point Grizzly lead. You know, with all the dunkers out there, some players make sure they don't end up on too many posters. Grant, you ever make a business decision?
Yeah, you know, I made a few business decisions through my career. Look, as a competitor, you want to make sure that you can play defense, give it your all, contest at the rim when you feel that you can. So when somebody... Oh, nice!
Look at the bench.
Down.
I mean, the bench is going nuts.
Yeah, an electric player. Horens just bouncing off the contact and finishing on the drive.
Ball against Morant. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Paul's gotten 4 this quarter.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Morant, the pass to Brooks. Up top, Bane. Back to Brooks. Paul with a steal. Booker with it. He's picked up by Bane. Out to Bridges. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Bridges has got 5 now.
And Bridges at the most advantageous spot to get to that corner three. He's comfortable from there.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Morant, and he drives in. Morant with the slam!
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Here's Booker. Oh, the swat by Adams. On the wing, Brooks. Let's go with a 3. That shot missing. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Grizzlies. He's been a... Thank you, Allie. Good stuff.
The Suns, 26.
Just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
Yeah, the defense has got to be a little bit embarrassed. There is no reason why he should just be on top of that rim.
John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Brandon Clark, and it's Aldama in at the 4. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. No good on the triple.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Pass to Shaman. Crafty move. Williams grabs the board.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
Here's Conchar. Back to Williams. Lays it up and banks it in. Williams has got his first 2 points.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Pass to Craig. Over Williams. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
Memphis leading. Outside Jones. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
No debate there. He got hammered.
First team foul.
And he drops him first.
Tyus Jones taking 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Payne with it. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Now Craig. 5 to shoot. Here's Shamet. And again, it's the Suns missing. Well, the Grizzlies shooting about 60% for the game. Pass to Aldama. Back to Conchar. Jones against Payne. The kick out to Williams. Back to Jones. The steal. Here's Craig. Here's Shamet. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Outside Jones. Pass to Clark. Back to Jones. Here's Conchar. Clark with it, defended by Payne. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Clark. The Suns have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Payne against Jones. And stolen by Clark. Pass to Williams. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. No good with a layup. Here's Payne. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
The campaign has gotten this reputation, and it's well earned as a professional. Just able to come in the game, ready when called upon. He's going to impact on both ends of the floor what's being done out there. And that effort level, that has kept him around.
Jones against Payne. Pass to Aldama. Three-pointer. And no good. And Phoenix will come the other way. Here's Landale. Clark covers. For the lead. And Landale gets it to go. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
Outside Jones. Pass to Williams. Uses the glass on the layup. Williams has gotten 4 this quarter.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
56 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Shamet. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Brandon Clark.
Andrew Shamet, one of those guys continuing to hone his skills, trying to become more of an impactful player in the two-way format, both on defense and with that shooting ability.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group, and a new group getting ready for the Suns. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Landale. Crowder comes in for Saric. Mikal Bridges checked in for Craig. And it's Paul in for Payne.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
Paul against Morant. Pass to Shamet. Down low. Out to Bridges. 4 on the clock. Lets it fly. And again, it's the Suns missing. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Brooks, the pass to Bane. And here's Morant outside. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
Great to see Ja operate without the ball. Just a versatile point.
Here's Paul. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it. Paul's got 12 points in the game.
Some defenses are designed to yield the mid-range shot. For him, that's a good look.
The third quarter comes to a close. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position.
About CP3 getting drafted all the way back in 2005, still putting up big nights scoring it.
Here's Morant on the take. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Paul against Morant. Crowder outside. Oh, the swat by Adams. Morant against Paul. And then Morant with the jam.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Booker for three. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's foul number 2 for him. Back to Morant. Just 5 to shoot. There's the drive.
Getting right into the shooter's face. Jay Crowder closed that space off pretty quick.
Pass to Bridges. On the wing, Crowder. Defended by Jackson. Oh, Adams with the block. Morant, pass to Jackson. Morant against Bridges. The Suns clear it.
Tried to show off just a little bit there, but ultimately didn't work out. You know, he's going to get a few stares from his coaching staff and probably his teammates in the next huddle.
We're in the 4th quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Outside Payne. The 3 is up. Good. And the setup by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And he makes a first.
Chris Paul, as a veteran leader, just sets a high standard for the team that he's playing on. And it's really elevated the other guys.
Outside Morant. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th now. And then Morant with the jam.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Crowder with a screen. For 3, Booker. Give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
Tough to guard Devin Booker on a quick pick and roll. With his size and speed, he can be very dangerous in these sets.
Outside Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Payne against Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Ball finds Booker. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Steven Adams.
Booker looks so often to shoot from the perimeter or coming off of screens. You got to stay down on this pump fake.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Memphis?
They've been slippery getting into the lane all game long, putting that help defense to the test.
You want to talk about ball distribution. They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
Morant against Bridges. And then Morant with the dunk.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Booker for 3, and it's in. Oh, and that just 5.
That's why Devin Booker has the ball for moments just like that.
Outside Morant. There's 25 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Outside for Brooks. Here's the 3. The rebound by Devin Booker. Morant against Paul. Pass to Crowder. Oh, got a piece of it. And stolen by Bane. And here's Brooks. And so it's Memphis winning this one. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face them.
The Suns buzz as it rolled into the arena earlier tonight. The players decked out in their very best. And it's the Suns to start out. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the small forward.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. Third all-time in career assists, second all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Oh, here's Edwards. Driving.
Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Paul surveying the floor. Gobert with the block. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Towns with it. Bridges covering. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Here's Booker. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
There's a level of floor awareness that has always been innate to Chris Paul. What a pretty find.
Outside Edwards. It's not going to go for him. The Suns go the other way with it. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Monty Williams gave me a few minutes to catch up. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Now Edwards. After Rudy Gobert missing on that last three-pointer. Here's Russell. The kick out to Towns. Just 2 to shoot. Off target with his 3. Suns have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Booker the pass to Ayton. Outside Crowder. And here's Booker from the arc. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Edwards drives in and finished off by Edwards.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
And here is Paul. After Taurean Prince hitting the 3, Paul goes in, and he gets the bucket. Paul's got 5 points so far.
So shrewd and elusive on the drive. Once Paul sees an opening in the defense, this guy goes into attack mode.
And Russell gets it to go.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Paul passes to Booker. Crowder sets a screen for Booker. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Towns finds Edwards. Russell from long range. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
As important as spacing is in today's game, point guards must have the deep shot as part of their arsenal. D'Angelo Russell, nicely done.
Now here's Paul. 5 points in the game. Booker with it. Gobert with the block.
9'9" standing reach. Rudy Gobert twice on the pipes.
Back to Prince. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And again, it's the Suns missing. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. Ayton a screen on Russell. Here's Paul, and he banks in the layup. He has 7.
Boy, I love Chris Paul's ability to work on the interior. Tenacious, crafty. Few players his size have done it better.
Now, here is Russell. 6 points for him. It's Prince on the wing. Back to Russell. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Edwards. Oh, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
And Paul launches it from deep. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now here's Gobert. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Oh, and with all the gifted range shooters in this league, Doris, it seems like in the clutch, more teams go for those long-distance, quote-unquote, Hail Mary threes, rather than 2 quick field goals inside.
Well, it makes sense if you have guys who work on those types of shots. We see Stephen Curry do this all the time. But I don't always agree that that should be the play. If you have the time, go for high-percentage 2-point looks. Well, you have to love DeAndre Ayton's effort, intensity, and relentlessness as a rebounder.
And taken away by Paul. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Yeah, easy call.
And look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're
that was a strong
Nice.
Boy, Anthony Edwards showing you that I've got the handle, I've got the strength off the dribble drive. Pretty move.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip. Can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
Up top, Edwards. He's got 8. Towns for 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
It's not just the three-point shooting. It's the range three-point shooting. Towns will fire from anywhere.
Paul kicks to Booker. Launches it. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Inside, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Yeah, no lack of confidence in Mikal Bridges. This guy believes he can make shots.
Here's Edwards with,
My goodness.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Outer dishes to Booker. And Booker throws it down.
Wow, the elevation, the creativity, highlight reel finish by Devin Booker.
Russell passes to Towns, and the shot goes in. Towns has got the lead up to 9 now for the Timberwolves.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
For 3, Booker gets hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Paul for 3. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. is out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
And here's Booker from the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. Booker's got 5 points in the quarter. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Well, what you love about Mikal Bridges is he is going to accept whatever his coaches and team ask of him. This is what's allowed him to be successful. An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Here's Edwards going inside. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 6-point game. Paul outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Paul's got 11.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
And here's Booker from the arc. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. 8 points for him.
Boy, you like to see that kind of competitiveness from Karl Anthony Towns. You know this guy is going to settle the score with a 3 of his own.
And so that brings the first half to a... Okay, David, much appreciated.
20 seconds.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Well, one of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end, and boy, this young guy has done just that.
On the court for the Suns, Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the center position. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. 5 to shoot. And the 3 off target.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Noel, no good. Suns trail by 6. Bridges outside. At the elbow, Paul. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Well, we know Chris Paul is a pass-first type point guard, but boy, can he score it. Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. Here's Noel. Here's McLaughlin. From outside, off the mark. You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet. And that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
Payne looking around. Shaman kicks to Johnson. Charge in the corner. Johnson down low. McDaniels defending. Johnson can't hit.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
McDaniels passes to Reed. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Noel. Got a piece of it.
Oh, Dario Saric sends it back. Go ahead, sir.
Suns trail by 6. Here's Shamet. Misses off the right iron.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
The kick out to Anderson. Here's McLaughlin. Here's McDaniels. Here's Reed. Saric grabs the board. For Phoenix, they've gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:58 left to play in the third. Here's McLaughlin. He's covered by Shamet. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And last season, he made good on about 3 out of every 4 free throw attempts. And last time I checked, I think that's 75%.
Payne in the post. Makes it off the glass.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's McLaughlin. Payne covering. There's 1:26 left in the third quarter. Takes a 3. He can't hit that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. Johnson outside. Landale with the bucket. Now just a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Passes it to Noel. Here's McLaughlin. And the pass to McDaniels. Reed with it, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves.
Substitution on the court.
Suns trail by 4. Now Payne. Saric with the screen for Payne. Again, Phoenix.
Payne.
The Timberwolves shooting well, 50% from the floor. Oh, here's Edwards. D right on him.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window and exploits it.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Payne, and there's the drive. Banked in off the glass. Payne's got 6 points in the quarter.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
It's Gobert with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Russell kicks to Towns. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, battling hard. That's an impressive move by Towns. He'll go to the stripe.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers. No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Suns shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Well, Devin Booker's ability to put an offense on his back is huge for any organization. His willingness to absorb and embrace responsibility is so crucial.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Timberwolves lead by 2. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. That ties it up.
Man, that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it says...
Guys, what about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness. This guy is so explosive. Anthony Edwards off the bounce. My goodness.
Paul kicks to Booker to take the lead. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Knocked loose. Bridges with it. Picked up by Edwards. Oh, Ayton in position. And stolen by Russell. From deep, Prince. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got 6 rebounds in the game. For 3, Bridges. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Russell dishes to Prince. And Gobert kicks to Prince. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
It's a real skill to be able to move without the basketball. Taurean Prince just looking for windows to score, and he does.
Here's Paul. Drops in the layup for 2. Paul's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Edwards from deep three-point territory. Jay Crowder pulls it in.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Edwards looking it over. That shot off, so Phoenix will take it the other way. Bridges inside. Russell's there. Booker's shot is good.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Up top, Russell. The feed to Towns. Kicks it out to Prince. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
First team foul.
Pass to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Edwards. He takes it in.
Oh, the young gun, Anthony Edwards with the big-time delivery.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. 12 times Booker. Bridges outside. 6 on the shot clock. No good from Booker.
Boy, a miss like that would drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Edwards passes to Russell for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. 1:30 left in the 4th. Booker against Towns to take the lead. Crowder is screen on Prince. Lobs it up for Crowder, and the officials call a traveling violation.
Boy, not on the same page there, and in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Minnesota in the lead. Russell feeling it out a bit. Here's Towns. Jay Crowder with the rebound. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They've allowed just 7 points here in the 4th quarter. Crowder sets a screen for Booker. Kicks it to Bridges. Over in the corner, Paul. Just 4 to shoot. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Towns. Money!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Gobert against Ayton. And stolen by Prince. Now here's Edwards. Guarded close. Outside Russell. Dishes it to Towns. Back to Russell. And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
Let's meet the starters.
Well, Grant, we've got two savvy veteran teams on the court, so you don't expect a lot of mistakes or sloppy play tonight.
Yeah, definitely a lot of experience on the floor, so teams will play the right way. These guys know exactly what they're doing. If both squads can keep things tight, we could be in for a very competitive game.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt, and it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Paul. To the inside. Here's Ayton. There's the block. Tipped away. Stolen by Bridges. Pass to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
What a job Monty Williams has done in his time with the Phoenix Suns. Hats off to the talent that he's been able to bring in and develop. And that's the way he's created a winning culture.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Booker. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Boy, Richard, you really can't say enough about what Monty Williams has done with this Phoenix team.
Struggled in his first year, but we gave him a break for that. Immaculate seasons the last 2 years, becoming a Western Conference juggernaut.
And the Clippers have possession. The Suns getting their last shot to go.
Walking foul called on Cameron Johnson. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Wall. Pass to Morris. It's George on the wing. Morris sets a screen. 5 on the clock. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Second team foul.
Ayton passes to Bridges. Outside Booker takes the 3. The shot misses. And Los Angeles the other way now. Pass to Wall. Back to Leonard. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
Yeah, Ayton has all the physical gifts of a great shot blocker. Size, length, and agility.
Morris down low. Johnson on him. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
Thank you, Marcus Morris.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. The kick out to Johnson. The 3 ball. Knocks down the long J.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender. One way to beat good defense, use that double clutch.
The Suns have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Ball against Wall. Outside Booker. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard attacking. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Yeah, the level of creativity Leonard has is just special. He's capable of some really memorable throwdowns.
Outside Booker. 1:27 left in the first quarter here. Ayton, a screen on Wall. Shot clock at 5. Out to Bridges. Jacks up a 3. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
Unsurprisingly savvy pass by Booker, setting another guy up for success instead of forcing a shot.
George outside. Going inside. And George with the jam.
He's showing us the handles a little bit right there. All the way to the rack.
And with the statement finish, too. Don't know how you stop that, man. Paul passes to Booker. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Booker is how much he scores the rock, as well as all the different ways he's able to finish.
He hits the second from the line.
The thing about Booker is he rarely has an off night. He's one of the most consistent shooters in the league.
Wall, the pass to George. There's 37 seconds left in the opening quarter. Leonard finds George. Shoots over Booker. That one a little long. Phoenix has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. 17 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And the Suns miss again.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Leonard outside. From the high post. 2 points. That one goes. Leonard's got 7 points.
If you want to study how to work the mid-range area, just watch Leonard. Precise in everything he does.
One. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now here's Johnson. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. George passes to Leonard. George outside. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
He can do damage from just about anywhere on the floor. When you let George get position inside like that, he's guaranteed to finish.
Now here's Booker. This one for 3. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 6.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Paul against Wall. Back to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. The kick out to Morris. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Johnson.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Booker against George. And the foul called on John Wall. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Booker against George. Launches it. And an annual ritual, players finding out their ratings in NBA 2K. All right, Richard, you were customarily happy with your rating, yes?
I didn't really care, but a part of my condition of working for 2K is they said that they will retroactively change my rating to 100. The first 100 player.
You deserve it, man.
And just one of the most complete players in the game today. George's two-way game and strong leadership traits are reasons why he's a star.
Now here's Paul. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Bridges. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got 5 rebounds tonight.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's George. He's got 6. Morris passes to George. And the jam by George.
Sturdy play from George in the paint, getting by the contact and to his finish.
Ball against Wall. The drive by Paul. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
You know what he wants? He wants to attack, and then guess what? He wants to attack some more. This man was born to go to the rim.
Now here's Wall. The kick out to Morris. To the left wing. Paul with a steal. Up top, Booker. George defending. Booker no good.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Wall, the pass to Zubac. George outside. The three. Buries it from three. George has got 11 points.
Over his career, George has put up great numbers from deep. The ultimate 3-and-D player.
Here's Paul. Bridges passes to Booker. Over George. Booker can't get it to go.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Wall finds Zubac. Morris down low. Booker defending. It's hauled in by the Suns. 1:02 left in the first half of this one.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Outside Wall. To the paint. Kicks it to George. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in the game. For Phoenix, they've gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Bridges outside. 26 seconds left in the first half. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Paul. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
The wily vet Paul able to score down low.
Pass to Morris. Leonard outside. The kick out to Morris. From behind the arc. Here's Zubac. The layup off target. Paul George. He's feet. Thanks very much, Allen. And And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Kicking off the second half, here's Monty Williams 5. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle.
George can make the tough passes. He can also make the easy ones, too. No way he was going to miss the wide-open man on that one.
Now here's Paul for 3. Bridges. Offensive rebound. Ayton. From deep, Johnson. Second chance shot. And there's Booker. That one's good. On the assist by Johnson.
Booker with one of the most effortless strokes you'll ever see.
Got a piece of it. In transition, here they come. Leonard passes to Zubac. Zubac against Paul. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Graham.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Suns going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution on the court.
And George launches it from deep. Leonard passes to George. They need this. Ooh, went in there strong and tried to power it down. But he drew the contact, and he'll head to the line.
The physicality of George. His coaches and teammates encourage him to attack and draw contact.
And the Clippers will go for a different look here. Batum is checked in for Zubats. Covington comes in for Morris. Powell, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jackson in for Wall. Now here's Payne. Pass to Landale. Covington grabs the board. The Clippers trail. Here's George. Inside. Batum, pass to George. Cranes the triple. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
It's just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Here's Shaman. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Jackson outside. Kennard with it. Picked up by Saric.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Now here's Kennard. He's guarded closely.
Oh, unselfish basketball from Covington. Now, his teammates appreciate his willingness to hit them when they're open.
1:46 left in the third quarter here. Payne, the pass to Crowder. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him.
1:35 left in the third. Here's Payne. The shot comes out. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. The Clippers have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Covington. Kicks it out to Jackson. Batum with it. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Here's Shaman, defended by Kennard.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
First one falls.
Landry Shaman. Shooting 2.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
It's Powell on the wing. Kennard outside. The ball's knocked loose. And here's the fast break. Crowder left side. 23 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Saric. Clock at 4. Crowder inside, working on Powell, and it's Crowder missing. And he lobs it up. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Clippers ahead, up 2. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. The Clippers in the lead. Jackson and Kennard, the guards. Robert Covington is out there with Nicholas Batum. And it's Powell in at small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Batum, right side. Jackson outside. Clock is at 3. He hangs. Batum's shot is off.
Does what he has to do to avoid the block, but hard to stay in control when you change your shot.
And an intentional foul right there. And it's a completely new group for the Clippers.
Substitution on the court.
George against Booker. To take the lead. The Clippers grab the miss. Right side wall. Zubats against Bridges. Oh, sweet move. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
Ball against Paul. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Ivica Zubats.
That's a tough take by Paul inside. He is absolutely fearless, and that helps him get a trip to the stripe.
So he gets them both.
All right, here's a tip for the defense in this one. Avoid sending Chris Paul to the line at all costs, because he will punish you if you do.
And Leonard, here we go. Stolen by Booker. Driving inside. Paul finds Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
Well, when it comes to free throw shooting, Paul is one of the best in the league.
Well, in 2021, he was the best in the league, hitting 93% of his shots he took from the stripe. You're simply better off letting him take the shot clean.
6 on the shot clock. Back to Bridges. To take the lead. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubats has got his 8th rebound here tonight. George passes to Morris. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Morris. Here's Paul. Booker with a screen on Wall. And there's the lob. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Here's George. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. And the Clippers lead by 4.
An elite player in this league, it's Paul George stepping up, scoring in bunches tonight.
Paul passes to Booker. Oh, George with a steal. Morris with it, now guarded by Booker. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
That's his 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Wall, the pass to Leonard. And a miss there on the triple. The Suns have gone 1 of 4 since the 4th quarter began. Booker against George. Outside Booker. There's the screen by Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. There's the triple. And the Suns miss again.
That is not the shot they needed there. You've got to work it around and get a better look.
Leonard for 3. And the foul on Marcus Morris. That's his 1st foul of the game.
1st personal foul. 2nd team foul.
The Suns trailing. A minute 37 left to play in the 4th. Wall against Paul. Up and in on the layup. Paul's got 4 points this quarter.
I think you could sense it, that trip up the floor. Paul was looking for his own shot. He got it.
To the middle. And George with the basket on the assist from Wall.
This team counts on George to deliver points. His consistency under pressure is key to their offense.
For 3, Booker. Here's Ayton. The kick out to Johnson. The 3 is up. Sinks the tray.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Leonard against Bridges. Leonard passes to Wall. Now here's George. In the air. They retain possession. Zubats. It falls! 46 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Outside Booker. Down low. Here's Johnson. Back to Booker. Five to shoot. The Suns need to get off a shot. From deep, Johnson. It's rebounded by Morris. Here's George. He connects.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
And Booker puts up a deep three. It's rebounded by Morris. So it's the Clippers picking up the win. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it tonight.
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Obviously, both these teams love to attack the glass, rebounding, so that stat, Greg, could end up being a deciding factor here tonight.
There aren't going to be any free second chances tonight. These squads need to be ready to get physical and fight for every single possession.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point. Here's Paul. Doesn't go for him. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Down low. And stolen by Ayton. To the middle. And Adams sends it back.
Look at Adams using all of his impressive reach, firmly swatting that shot away.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Free throw no good for Ayton.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
And Phoenix has possession. Grizzlies making the shot. Booker outside. And Adams sends it back, and he's able to get it back. The 3 from Johnson, and a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that and has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Grant, and he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Here's Paul. Lays it up and banks it in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Jackson finds Brooks. Here's Morant. Takes it inside. And Morant throws it down.
The quickness of Ja Morant is what makes his drives deadly. Where did he go?
Paul against Morant. Paul dishes to Ayton. And he makes good on the layup.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
There's the pick. Morant passes to Bain. Jackson kicks to Bain. Morant with it. He's picked up by Paul. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on 8. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Now here's Booker. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And he's got plenty of range and the confidence to match. Booker believes he's going to hit every 3 he takes.
Morant passes to Bain. Brooks outside. Jackson dishes to Brooks. 6 to shoot. Jackson kicks to Bain. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Grant, and he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
What an athlete this guy is. Ja Morant is talented at staying in control.
And there's the pass to Booker. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Smitty with Memphis. What do they need right now to make a championship run this season?
Kevin, I think the pieces are all in place. It's a matter of luck on the injury front and staying focused when the pressure's on in the biggest postseason games.
Now here's Morant. 12 points for him.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
Three-pointer. Booker, no good.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Payne for three. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Impressive accuracy of Desmond Bane. He has put in the work to be a reliable three-point option.
Paul looking around. Booker outside. Passes it to Ayton. It's stolen by Adams. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Booker. Johnson outside. Ball passes to Johnson. Booker outside. No good with the triple. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 3-point lead.
What body control from Morant. Able to take the hit and power through it all.
Now Paul. He kicks to Booker. Out to the right wing. They need this. And that one is off. John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. They kept going to him.
And please give a big round of applause for your son, you.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Booker, no good. Memphis leading by 5. Bane with it, now guarded by Booker, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. Hits it from three-point range. Johnson's got 6.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
Morant finds Bane. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Shot clock at 6. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Outside, Bane. You look at the current stars in the league, Steve, and team compositions, it seems like the big man is truly back. Is it because he can do more things than just play down low?
Definitely, Kevin. They can dominate with their size, with rebounding and manning the paint offensively and defensively. But then now you have guys that can get out, start the break, finish the break, and knock down threes.
Brooks against Paul. Brooks kicks to Morant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on 8.
I like when Ja forces the issue, especially in close where he's fearless.
Ja Morant. 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Morant.
We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
Yep, it counts. Paul's got his second bucket of the game to go.
It's not enough to be in attack mode. You have to know how to attack. Chris Paul finding the soft spot in that defense.
And it's Morant missing. Another level indeed for Ja Morant, his 3rd season Smitty in the NBA. and now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old. Even though he was dealing with a taller defender, he got big and got the job done.
Bridges against Morant. Outside, Bain. Memphis moving that ball around. 4 on the shot clock. Fires from 18. Another shot outside for Jackson. Connects from three-point range.
Jackson Jr.
Jackson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Nice play, and credit Jaren for being shot ready. He knew the play was coming to him, and he knocked it down.
Booker looking around. Bridges. And Bridges able to finish.
7'1" wingspan. Bridges plucking the rebound and then generating points for the team.
Morant against Bridges. One. Oh!
No, he didn't.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Morant passes to Bain. Johnson with it. Now defended by Bain. Kicks it out to Paul. Fires from deep. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Dialed in from deep. I love watching Chris Paul read defenses and take what they give him.
Back to Morant. And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor.
Substitution on the court.
Outside Williams. The 3. It doesn't go for him.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
Bain can't hit.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Here's Williams. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Clearly a foul.
Memphis shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on the second free throw. 5 seconds left in the first half. 3 seconds left. And it's finished off by Payne as he lays it in.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
The Grizzlies, 29.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
It's a part of his game that he can always tap into. There's an art to it, and he is painting the canvas tonight.
So on the floor for Memphis, we've got Williams. Brandon Clark is out there with Tyus Jones. And it's Conchar into the 2 guard. Here's Williams to the left wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. Not going to go that time. Suns leading by 3. Here's Landale. No points in the game yet for him. It's Clark with the rebound. And Clark has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Williams with a clean look. No good from outside. Here's Landale. Defended by Jones. Out to Sharch. Beyond the arc. That one, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Jones, the pass to Aldama. Payne looking around. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Pass to Landale. Picked his pocket. Outside Williams to the paint. And the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut to just 1 on the basket from Clark.
You gotta know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Payne kicks to Crowder. Now here's Shamet. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
Memphis ball.
For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Outside, Jones. Pass to Conchar. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Conchar's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Payne in the post, defended by Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Landale. He's covered by Clark. Some solid defense from Clark. On the wing, Williams. Sharch grabs the board. Phoenix has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Shamet kicks to Payne. Here's Landale, defended by Jones, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Good eyes by the defense. Clearly, that's not where he wanted the pass to go, and he's frustrated.
With the fadeaway, Williams. Phoenix grabs the miss.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense. Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
A shot that time, not on target. Good work defensively by Crowder. Now, here's Shamet. He's guarded closely. Payne with it. They could use a bucket. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
It's his first trip to the line. Both teams deciding to change it up. Payne hits them both.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Morant outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on 8.
Shrewd decision on the shot by Morant. Goes into the defender to make sure he gets fouled.
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
Chris Paul, he's checked in for Phoenix. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Booker with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Just 5 on the clock. Ayton, the pass to Booker. Wide open look. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Booker's got it all tied up now for the Suns. It's all tied in Phoenix. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the center position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. For 3, Booker bangs home the trifecta. Booker's got the lead up to 3 now for Phoenix.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
The direction this game is headed is going to come down to a couple key buckets by either team.
Payne for 3. He's off on that one, and Phoenix will come the other way. Bridges dishes to Booker. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Back to Bridges. Stolen by Jackson. Morant drives in.
The ability to stop and start, change pace. Morant's a handful off the dribble.
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for Phoenix.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far, being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
And also that they continue to take advantage on the offensive glass. Those extra possessions paying off in second chance points. So shrewd and elusive on the drive. Once Paul sees an opening in the defense, this guy goes into attack mode.
Morant kicks to Baines. Sinks the triple.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
And here is Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Morant against Paul. Bridges passes to Booker. From downtown, the rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Morant with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Morant looking around. And right on target. Good. Morant's got 26.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
Ball outside. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
When momentum is up for grabs, Chris Paul seizes the moment. He comes through when his team needs him the most.
Morant passes to Baines. Back to Morant. Driving to the basket. And Morant throws it down.
Calling for the ball in crucial moments. Morant steps up when it matters most.
Ball left side. Feeds to Booker. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. 14 points for Devin Booker.
How about the focus from Booker? I mean, refusing to let anything stop him from getting that basket.
Paul with the steal. Kicks it out to Johnson. From the arc. Buries it from three-point range. And it's a 3-point Phoenix lead.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair. This is why he has the ball. Ja Morant, he loves to deliver in these moments.
Ball outside. And the layup is good.
There's nobody who wants taking a clutch shot more than Chris Paul. He loves the big moment.
55 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Look at that.
Nice. Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Johnson with a screen on Morant. Against Morant.
Some scouts were surprised when Jackson's wingspan was measured over 7'5". That's a huge number, especially when you talk about contesting shots.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Driving inside.
Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic, even his teammates look a little stunned.
And the Suns call time here. They're trailing by 2. 8 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
But I'm curious to see, will they go for a 2 to tie or a 3 to win it all?
So a close game sees Memphis take this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a
It's time.
And we've got a pair of teams here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. And the basket by Towns.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Paul against Russell. Pass to Crowder. Five on the clock. Booker for 3. And the Suns get it back. Paul passes to Bridges. It's Booker on the wing. 6 to shoot. Back to Bridges. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Outside Russell. Pass to Edwards. Driving to the basket. Hauled in by Paul.
When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Excellent timing by Ayton on the alley-oop pass. He's perfectly positioned to throw it down.
And stolen by Paul. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Outside for Booker. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time.
Pass-first mindset of Paul. When you leave somebody open on his squad, he's going to make you pay for it.
Here's Edwards. Booker with the defensive effort.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Bridges passes to Ayton, and out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. The Timberwolves have gone 1 for 3 so far. And here's Russell. Pass to Edwards. Driving in, and Edwards slams it in.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Outside Paul. Banked it in off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Gobert. Outside Edwards. He takes it in, and Edwards slams it in.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards
2 minutes remaining.
throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Really left him alone that time. Booker's got 6.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Outside Russell. Here's the 3. They get it back. Here's Gobert. Towns for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. Even then, it's just not a good play.
It's tough to contain Booker on the catch and shoot because of his smooth, quick release. Impressive. And think about this. In an era of load management.
Oh, man, I did not see that coming.
With authority.
Did he just do that? Wow. Man. I think everyone in here felt that dunk.
No question. That is a power-packed windmill jam. Wow.
And you just know that's going to have a big effect on this team. I mean, their blood has to be pumping after that one, and the heart rate racing a little faster, too.
And the jam by Gobert.
An awesome athlete. It's fun watching Gobert get up and hammer it down with force.
Russell against Paul. Out to Bridges. The three ball. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Russell from deep three-point land. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Suns have got 6 of 8 shots to go. Here's Bridges. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
Paul against Russell. Here's Bridges. Outside for Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all.
The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. Suns ahead, up 7. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Suns.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Here's Gobert, finished off the break.
This is Gobert going to work. I mean, he knows the inside contact can't stop him.
Up top, Paul, guarded by Russell. Out to Bridges. Back to Paul. Just 5 on the clock with the drive. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Paul's quickness on the drive, too much for the defense. They just can't find a way to stop him.
To the middle. Crowder with a steal. Bridges down low. Prince is there. Crowder finds Bridges. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Bridges has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Back to Edwards. Pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Here's Paul. And the layup is good off the glass. Paul's got 4 points now in the quarter. You know, some have said those old school power forwards, guys like Charles Oakley, they're becoming outdated. You see that, Grant?
Well, first of all, the physicality in the game is no more. The way Oakley would hit you and bruise you, you can't do that in today's game. And guys like Oakley are now playing the 5 position, and they're shooting 3-pointers. So a lot of it just is because the game has changed and evolved since the 90s when Oakley dominated.
A great skill level in the game right now.
No question.
Paul against Russell. Pass to Towns. Now here's Edwards. Drives to the hoop. They grab their own miss. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
And here's Booker.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
It's blocked by Gobert. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Towns for 3. And stolen by Paul. Going all the way to the rack. Here's Ayton. Over Edwards. Ayton, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. And he's going for the oop here. And it's powered home by Towns.
And a good call. Towns, one of the best in the league with the catch and flush. You know, when D'Angelo Russell came into the league, he was really primarily seen as a point guard, and that's what I like most about him, his vision and his passing ability. But he's actually changed that image and impression over time.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And Edwards, here we go. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
Booker against Edwards. Left side Booker. Just 5 to shoot. Bridges finds Booker. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Edwards. Pass to Russell. Outside Edwards. And it's Russell. That time on the assist from Edwards. And now just a 3-point Suns lead.
Boy, I tell you what, such a smooth, tight handle. I mean, especially for a guy with a 6'5" frame and 6'9" wingspan.
Outside Booker. Launches a 3. Russell with the rebound. Here's Edwards. Here he goes. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
And so it's
Your Suns, 29. The Timberwolves, 28.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center position. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Noel. Outside McDaniels. Back to Noel. This for the tie. Unable to get that one. Now the Suns take it the other way. Over to the wing. Saric down low. Here's Shamet. Money on the 19-footer. And the Suns lead by 5.
And obviously a total team player. Saric is a guy, if his teammate is open, he's going to get the ball.
Here's Noel. It's hauled in by Saric.
All alone from mid-range. You got to think he's kicking himself.
Here's Shamet. The kick out to Johnson. The Suns need to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Minnesota ball.
Minnesota shooting the rock at 58%. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Payne. Pass to McLaughlin. It's tipped. And they're able to recover. Tries again. Can't capitalize inside.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Here's Saric. Oh, and Reed with a block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. And And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Fires for three. Shamet, no good. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. McDaniels passes to Reed. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. And it's going to go on Cameron Payne. You know, Naz Reid initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, B.A., that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league, and a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Naz Reid an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reid did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA. It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Outside Payne. Out left to the wing. Johnson inside. McDaniels covering. And they get it back. Outside Payne. Pass to Šarić. Seconds left, and it's good on the layup. Šarić has got his first bucket in this one.
I think the offensive game of Šarić is really good and continues to evolve. Encouraging to see him be aggressive inside.
Here's Noel. That shot is off. Šarić with some nice D. Right wing. Johnson against McDaniels. Reid brings the double. It's Shamet on the wing. Offline with a three.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Clock at 6. Left side Johnson puts up a three. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot man typically makes.
And Kyle Anderson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Here's Payne. Pass to Johnson. Suns keep it alive. Second chance effort. Payne finds Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Need to do more than that to keep him from getting the ball in the post.
Exactly. I mean, deny him the ball in the first place. Don't let him get it.
Here's Edwards into the lane. And Edwards slams it in.
You know, with his strength and body control, Edwards should be an and-one machine at this level.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. 26 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 6 assists now in the game.
A really nice play by Booker. I mean, he gives you size out of the backcourt and can finish with either hand.
Edwards, here we go.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. Paul against Russell. Paul passes to Booker. And it's Phoenix with another.
And this is what they depend on Booker to do. Such a versatile, confident scorer.
Booker against Edwards. Fires high post. And another basket for Minnesota.
You know, he's doing whatever he wants on offense in this one.
Give him the ball, get out of the way, and let him play.
Ball passes to Booker. Three-pointer. On target from range. Booker's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, Booker can just bury you from the arc if you let him. He's a pretty efficient range shooter.
Russell to pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Paul into the lane. Up top, Crowder. Pass to Booker. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and Towns with the block.
Aggressive defense from Towns. They're staying all over the shot and getting a clean block.
Edwards finds Gobert. Now Towns. Jacks up a 3. Gobert passes to Edwards. Booker with the defensive effort. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Here's Ayton. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
Booker against Edwards. To the wing on the left. Towns against Crowder. And there's Towns on the assist by Edwards.
Man, how about the cool, calm collectedness of Towns? Helps him come through when the game gets snug.
Outside for Booker. And Gobert with a block.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
Towns for 3. It doesn't go for him.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Pass to Paul. A minute 37 left in the final quarter. Ayton with it. Soft touch off the glass. Ayton's gotten 4 this quarter.
Yeah, when you let Ayton get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
Towns on a screen. A minute 15 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and she'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Suns. And so Towns nails them both.
This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
Russell against Paul. 1:02 left in the fourth. Out to Bridges. Johnson passes to Bridges. There's the drive. It's blocked by Gobert. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
Ball finds Booker. And stolen by Edwards.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
The defense needs to be just as sharp, but it's not over yet.
Back to Towns to take the lead. Rebounded by Chris Paul. And Phoenix has possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And they committed an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And even with the stakes this high, I wouldn't bet against Booker. He has this shot really dialed in. All but over now. Those free throws help seal the deal.
Now a timeout called by Minnesota. They're down by 4. 12 seconds left in the game. Your thoughts, guys?
And they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
You can almost feel the mindset he has. I mean, when the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Gobert passes to Russell. Puts it up from the high post. Count it!
He doesn't bleed blood, but he bleeds cold blood ice. Russell tearing hearts out down the stretch.
For the tie! Oh, he had a chance there to send it to OT. But, Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaFleur.
say does.
Both these squads, man, Brent, they play hard on the defensive end, don't they? Did you enjoy playing in games like this?
No, Kevin. Why would defense? Why would I enjoy playing against a good defensive team? I want to score. But we will appreciate what we get tonight with these guys. Great effort, great grit, and we'll see who will come out on top.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Wall in at the point. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. And the rejection by Zubats. All with it, Bridges covering. And taken away by Paul. To the inside. And Ayton throws it down.
The big guy going up and trying to rip that rim off.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Alden. David.
Well, Kevin, Monty Williams gave me a few minutes to catch up. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
Thanks, David. Now here's Paul. On the wing, Booker. Three-pointer. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Ayton's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
Ball against Paul. Ball passes to Zubats, and good that time.
Oh, that's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. With these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
Now, Booker, following the miss by DeAndre Ayton from deep. Paul George with the steal. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. All with it, Chris Paul covering. Here's Zubats. Booker pulls it in. The Suns have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
He has good size for his position, and Booker mixing it up on the inside.
Knocked away and taken away by Paul. Morris against Johnson. Paul George with the steal. He's got a clear path. That shot off the mark. And Phoenix the other way now.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Bridges passes to Ayton. And the layup falls. Ayton's got 6.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Outside, George. Back to Wall. George against Booker. George passes to Zubats. Good. Zubats has got his second bucket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Paul. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And now the fast break. George with the ball. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
Paul George can be dangerous out in transition. Great job finishing there.
Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
In the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. You could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
And so Paul nails both of them. Well, Brent, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50. And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Bridges kicks to Ayton. Bridges against Leonard. Bridges passes to Paul. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. Booker against George. The shot from 20 feet away.
Well, Paul George showing off his defensive prowess right there. Full energy, full focus, and a nice contest.
From deep, Wall. Phoenix grabs the miss. Bridges up top. Back to Ayton. Johnson for three. Good on the three-point shot.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. So what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
Here are the five the Clippers have to start the second. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard. And it's Paul with the ball for the Phoenix Suns.
Part of the lean years in Los Angeles, I was there, unfortunately. It's incredible to see that this franchise has become a better winning percentage team than the Lakers in the past decade.
Leonard kicks to Wall. Zubac, a screen on Paul. Wall passes to Zubac. The kick out to Wall. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Brett, that Clippers turnaround, did you see that coming?
I mean, not in this way, Kevin. Certainly it's been a lot of outside factors that have gotten the Clippers to this point, but with the ownership and the enthusiasm behind what the owner brings to the table and wanting to make this team viable, they're in position to make some great noise if they find their health. So healthy for the league to have 2 teams in LA that can be this good.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Leonard with no one around. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Leonard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Booker against George. And Booker kicks to Paul. Clock at 4. Here he goes. It's John Wall with the rebound.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
The Suns trailing. On the wing, Bridges, covered by Wall. Kicks it out to Johnson. Ayton trying to break free. That's good from Johnson on the assist from Bridges. Johnson's got 6. And Brent, as an NBA player, there's tremendous competition, but also shared respect, and some say a brotherhood. How does that all balance out?
I think, Kevin, there's a clear line of delineation of what you're talking about once playoff time hits the NBA. I mean, during the regular season, you see a lot of guys spending some time with one another, but come playoff time, I'd be hard-pressed to find that kind of interaction because guys know what's on the line, they know what's at stake, and competition always reigns supreme.
In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Clippers.
They look to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming, so they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Wall against Paul. Johnson kicks to Booker. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the half. Here's Johnson. Keeps it alive, and Booker able to finish. Booker's got the lead up to 3 now for Phoenix.
And Booker throwing himself into the mix that time to get a second chance opportunity.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's George. Morris outside. And it's Wall in the corner. Back to Morris. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game.
An efficient scorer inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Paul dishes to Booker. Excellent D there from George.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Wall passes to Leonard. Back to Wall. And he uses the glass on the layup. Wall's got his first points in this one.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
And Booker kicks to Bridges. Off target from outside. The Clippers in the lead.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Here's George. It's deflected.
More than capable as a defender. Bridges with a great job using his length.
And a close game so far through the first. I thank you, David. And folks, don't.
22. The Clippers, 23.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. DeAndre Ayton has been sensational.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. Who's out there for Phoenix. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. They lead by 1. Jackson passes to Batum. Here's Covington. Outside for Batum. That 3 off the mark. Suns have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And he's fouled on the shot. It misses, so a couple of free throws here, almost the chance for a 3-point play.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise. Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Kennard with the ball. Out guarded by Crowder. The shot by Powell, no good. It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Here's Shamet, and the layup's good off the glass. Shamet's got the lead up to 5 now for the Suns.
And Payne just playing eyes-up basketball, seeing that opportunity.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. From deep. Jay Crowder with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Here's Shamet, and he drives in. That shot off. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Jackson with it, out guarded by Crowder. Here's Powell. Pass to Kennard. The dish to Covington. 6 to shoot. Down low, Batum, and Batum throws it down.
And a little slam dunk from Batum, that'll work.
Suns leading by 3. Payne looking around. Makes it off the glass.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Well, you like the role that Cam has accepted as a guy who comes in and gives immediate energy and impact to the offense. He does a little bit of everything, but he certainly is a spark plug.
And there's a minute 45 left in the third. Here's Crowder. It's Reggie Jackson with the rebound. His versatility has made Payne a valuable second unit guy, don't you think, Brent?
Well, he's a pretty decent package out there. He can score. He likes to get up defensively and bother opposing point guards. So it's that momentum that Cam Payne can come into the game and begin to turn the tide for his team in their favor.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. Pass to George. And there's a whistle. That goes on Landry Shamet. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. George against Booker. And the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from George.
Physically imposing at 6'8", 220. Paul George sturdy enough to take that kind of bump.
Paul passes to Booker. Paul George with the steal. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Leonard no luck. Suns leading by 5. Booker inside, defended by George. Paul passes to Booker. Ayton in the corner. Poked away. Oh, trying for it. Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession. Four on the shot clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Clippers ball.
.20 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Wall dishes to Morris. And it's off from three-point range. Johnson down low. And it goes down 2 points. Johnson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Suns.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding it.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Suns on.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
Well, it's one thing in a game to do a great job of drawing fouls, but going to the free throw line and delivering, that's another.
Wall wide open. His three-pointer's off the mark. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. 4-point game. Here's Johnson. Off target at the rim. The Clippers shooting well. They're at 45%. Pass to Leonard. And George kicks to Leonard. Now the pass to Zubats. And the call. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
2 shots. The previous play is under
so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge them.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Johnson, the pass to Ayton. Paul outside. And he banks in the layup. And the Suns lead by 6.
Chris Paul not afraid to go inside, play amongst the trees, and still find a way to score.
Wall finds Morris. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession.
Phoenix ball.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Now Paul. Into the lane. In the corner, it's Bridges. On the wing, Booker, defended by George. 5 on the clock. Ayton dishes to Bridges. The Suns need to get a shot off, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Ball against Wall. He kicks it to George. Driving in. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Ayton.
What great body control there. George, tremendous athlete, takes the hit, and he makes that one count.
Booker looking around from past the arc. And the rejection by Zubats. They get it back. Timeout call, the Suns.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alden.
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. George against Booker. Crosses over. Some solid defense from Ayton. Suns leading by 3. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. On the wing, Booker, covered by Wall. Kicks it out to Paul. 4 on the clock. Here's Ayton. And no good. Great D that time from Leonard.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And Wall. Here we go now. And Wall with the slam.
And this is why Coach trusts Wall in these situations. He has a knack for making the right play at the right time.
Here's Paul. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Suns lead by 3.
That is why Chris Paul has the ball in his hands. Delivered.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Johnson outside. Kicks to Ayton. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. And it's a 5-point Suns lead.
How about a pivotal hoop from DeAndre Ayton?
Outside, George. Count the basket and the foul. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Paul George stepping up big time.
That's good from George.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Paul against Wall. Paul passes to Johnson. Bridges gets to Ayton. Pass to Booker. Paul George with the steal. Leonard dishes to George. There's 48 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And what a play! Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Ayton is screen on Wall. Wall against Paul. Wall grabs the board. And it's the Clippers with the ball. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. George finds Zubac to tie it up. Oh, off target. Paul right side. And so it's Phoenix who scrape by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.